In the morning you can hear all sorts of cries in the woods, but you can't hear an owl hooting. Nor can you see the silhouette of this nocturnal bird in the sky. And only a very attentive and experienced person will be able to notice that a strange outgrowth on a bough has some very familiar outlines. This outgrowth can helplessly twist its head around. Having seen it, a person, most likely, will think that the owl is blind and simply does not see anything. And he will be completely wrong. Unfortunately, people love to describe everything they see. And not only to describe, but also to explain everything, not caring in the least about the quality and reliability of these explanations. If anyone doubts this, let him walk down the street and ask random passers-by what they think of aliens. Almost everyone will give some sort of answer. However, if you ask these people how long they have been studying this question, it turns out that they haven't studied it at all and don't intend to. Then the question is, what is their opinion based on? The answer is simple: it is not based on anything, but it is there. The same can be said for members of the animal kingdom, including owls. Almost no one has studied them, but almost everyone thinks they know everything about them. If an owl is active at night and on the contrary prefers to sleep during the day, it is believed to be a sign that daylight blinds it, as it blinds a man who has come out of the dungeon. However, this myth has long since been abandoned. Contrary to popular belief that owls see nothing during the day, owls' eyes are not as sensitive to daylight. In fact, an owl's eyes are actually well adapted to seeing in the dark. Its eyes can distinguish even stationary objects in near total darkness. To do this, it only needs light of 2/1,000,000th of a luxury. However, despite the fact that the owl has such an amazing night vision device, it would be unfair to deny her daytime vision completely. There are many reasons for an owl to be active at night and inactive during the day, and not all of them have to do with this raptor's vision. First of all, such behavior of an owl is due to the fact that the main and most favorite food of these rulers of the night are rodents. At night they leave their shelters, which attracts owls. The world appears black and white to owls. Rodents naively believe that they can save themselves from their enemies with such a letdown, and they do save themselves from some of them, but not from owls. After all, mice show no more interest in the physiology of owls than people do, and therefore do not know that owls not only see perfectly in the dark, but also have a great hearing. Even the slightest squeak or rustle does not get past the owl's incredibly keen hearing. Observations of these birds and laboratory research have shown that owls' hearing has a specific tuning, best perceiving exactly the frequency range in which most of the sounds produced by rodents are located. As a result, a single owl can catch up to 1,000 field mice in just one season, which, of course, is a huge help to agriculture. The second reason why owls prefer to behave quietly during the day is that they fear the wrath of other birds. The pupil of owls greatly narrows and dilates not only with changes in light, but also with each inhalation and exhalation. Strangely enough, most birds, when they see an owl, for some reason go into an incomprehensible rage. And if their rage were as fruitless as it is with humans, who, when outraged by this or that undesirable phenomenon, as a rule, never put their feelings into action. No, birds are active creatures and, having fallen into a state of rage, they all as one rush on the poor owl, despite the fact that it does not cause any harm to the bird's tribe. The scientific world cannot yet explain this, but the owl is not at all relieved and prefers not to ask for trouble in the daytime, and resorts to its well-developed skills of camouflage. Owls can turn their heads by 270 degrees, without any harm to their health thanks to a number of devices. And the fact that it does not want to take off when a human approaches in its direction is not due to blindness, but because it does not want to give away its presence to other birds. As for an owl's ability to see in daylight, although it is not as developed as night vision, it will still be sharper than that of a human who naively considers an owl blind.